As the year 2022 is nearing its end, Pakistan is confronted with serious economic challenges. The government is putting in its best efforts to overcome these challenges. It genuinely needs help from the world and its friends, but the country also needs to take painful and extensive and long overdue reforms to come out of this challenging situation. Our correspondent Musharraf Zahoor has more in the details report on economic situation in 2022 and expectation in 2023.
The year 2022 witnessed serious economic challenges for Pakistan, which are exacerbated by stubborn global recession caused by Ukrainian crisis, climate-induced floods in the country, and political instability. In the backdrop of these challenges, IMF deal is of vital importance for the country. The 9th IMF review is underway and government is hoping to reach a staff-level deal in January next year.
We are in the process, we are virtually engaged with the IMF. We are constantly in touch with them. There is exchange of data taking place. If there are any queries, then we are addressing them. There are clarifications, then we are, putting it forward for them. So we are constantly engaged. Because of the floods, the situation got aggravated, and they want to know about the details of what's happening on the flood side. Then the donor development conference is on the 9th of January. We also want to see what's happening in that, how much of resources the Pakistan is able to get. So once all those figures come in and some of our numbers get reconciled, then we will move forward with it. I'm very hopeful that we will be able to make some progress.
Apart from IMF, the help from the friendly countries is extremely important for Pakistan, and Saudi Arabia figures atop on the list of these countries. The State Minister for Finance expressed the confidence that Saudi Arabia would be forthcoming in its help for Pakistan.
Saudi Arabia has been a brother to Pakistan, has been with us on various, in times of our needs. They have extended the oil financing facility for us, deferred payment. They are willing to help us out. They're also willing to help us on, invest in Pakistan. So I'm very hopeful, as the finance minister has indicated to you, that they will be coming through for additional support, and we are hoping that it will be coming through also.
On cross-border smuggling of dollars into Afghanistan, the Minister of State for Finance, Shahbaz Pasha, said the government is taking steps to control smuggling of dollar. However, she said the government does not intervene in dollars exchange rate in the open market.
Borders are very porous. We do find a lot of money being smuggled there, and those markets, the trade taking place is financed through a buying of dollars here, and so on and so forth. So we have done whatever we can. We have taken some strong administrative measures. We are hoping that they will start reaping benefits, and we will see some reduction in all of this. In the open market, the dollars are being taken away elsewhere also. They are being purchased here and taken away. That is a cause of why we see a difference in the interbank rate and in the open market rate. The State Bank of Pakistan, because of the Act passed by the previous government, is now an autonomous body. The government doesn't really determine the exchange rate.
The experts and analysts are of the view that government needs to take long-term measures to overcome current economic challenges. They believe that IMF deal is very important, but government needs to reduce imports and increase self-reliance.
The government can get out of the IMF's pressure by reducing its expenditures, reducing imports, cutting down non-essential consumer imports, cutting down on petroleum imports. All these are doable in the short run. And if we can reduce our imports by 10 to 15%, then our bargaining power with IMF will improve.
Pakistan does not have a choice other than to go to the IMF program, irrespective of the cost. The question in front of the government is that if it decides to take all the decisions that it has to take to revive the IMF program, it has a huge political cost.
Renowned economist Qaisar Bengali has suggested measures to control budget and trade deficits, along with focusing on agriculture by cultivating essential commodities such as wheat.
The core problem that we are facing is of two deficits, the budget deficit and the trade deficit. The budget deficit requires expenditure to be reduced, and the trade deficit requires imports to be reduced. The government must identify areas where wheat can be sown and make laws to designate those areas where wheat has to be planted compulsorily. They should not give any choice. We should cut down the acreage given to sugarcane and transfer that to production of more essential crops, which is wheat, sunflower.
Senior journalist Shahbaz Rana said government needs to bring its act together and focus on economy.
The first thing that the government needs to do is to bring its act together. It has to focus more on economy than politics. The problem right now is the government is divided between the politics and the economy, and the opposition parties also have a role in it.
Shahbaz Rana said the economic survival is the responsibility of the government. Challenges carry both opportunities and dangers. Government needs to capitalize over opportunities for a prosperous and self-reliant Pakistan in 2023. Reporting for PTV World, Musharraf Zahoor.